Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This has been a rare sight in the last few weeks at least, maybe even a month at this point. So yeah, we're back in Sweet Transit today, taking a look at the most recent update. I found a map that I really like here. I'm gonna call it 3 islands. I think that makes sense, considering that I consider it to be one island and kind of connected a little bit as well. But then we have these 2 outliers right here, and we're actually gonna start out in this corner. I want to be able to do, then we can actually build out fairly easily from there, and I'm gonna try to keep this to 1 city as much as possible, and we'll see how far we can make it. So yeah, here's the settings if you want to follow along at home. Shouldn't be too hard to dial in. I've added a little bit more water to actually get it to be islands, otherwise it wouldn't actually be complete islands. And then I added a little bit of noise height just to get the mountains in a way that I would like them to look like. So yeah, should be fairly interesting. Let's just kick it off. And here we are. We have our advisor right here. So welcome aboard Sweet Transit, a strange world where trains are the only way to travel. Literally. Not really true anymore, I guess, with the roads. You can technically travel on roads now. Goal is to build a thriving colony in which inhabitants can prosper. This tutorial will introduce you to the basics. You can enable and disable advisor in the settings, but for new players, it's recommended that you leave advisor on. More in-depth tutorials are located in the main menu. Sounds good. Warehouse is required to start building a colony. The warehouse stores construction materials just like before. For building and upkeep, make sure goods are delivered here for future building. Yep, makes sense. Warehouses are best built in large areas without mountain and water, otherwise you may struggle bringing your hard-earned materials home. Good advice, good advice. Select the warehouse in the build menu and place it in the current location. I don't want to build it here though. That's not at all where I want to build it. That's a really bad spot. I want to build it over here. Somewhere. Maybe we're right next to our home. Let's do that. I want to build our home right here, so I'm gonna build the warehouse just like straight outside here. That'll be good. The warehouse needs a road for future goods transfer. Surround your warehouse with roads. Okay, we can do that. This is a really nifty tutorial. I like this, what they've done. Looks super good. Okay, the village hall is a village main building. From here you'll expand from the single building on undeveloped land to thriving village. Yes. Nothing new there. We're gonna build that out here somewhere. So I think if I'm not mistaken, we need 2 tiles right there. Moscow. Okay, I guess we're Russia now. I guess we're Russia now. Some goods can only be made in the village or a city using production facilities. For example, the fishing dock produces fish. People looking for a good bite will want to live there, and you'll be able to collect more taxes to keep building. Sounds good. Build a fishing dock close to Moscow on the shore. We will go right here, I guess. That'll be fine. Maybe build 2 even. This is build mode. You can enter and exit build mode using the B hotkey. Yes, I'm aware every item has a different build control, so always read the corresponding window. Well aware of that. To rotate a structure, press Q and E. Okay, I specifically have to rotate you. I can't rotate a fishing building, that's not how it works. Game. Okay, so we need some roads. Let's bring you up to here. And now it doesn't look like it tells me anything more from the actual development. That's interesting. Then maybe I broke the advisor. Doesn't really matter. Let's get a storage in here. That should be good. Now storage is actually... Are we paused? Is that why we're not? No. No storage is available. Valid storages must be assigned. Okay. Output storage to here. Got it. Okay, so then we have some storages. Very good. Build a warehouse. Build a village hall. And then we need to build a market. It's weird that they haven't asked us to build a house yet. I guess technically we don't even have access to houses. Okay, this is new. I like this. I like this. So what do we need to do now? We need to build a market. Can I even build a market? We do have houses as well. Okay. So then we should probably build a few houses and maybe build those down here then. Build a small storage, reach a population. Yes, we're getting some population. We built 4. I think I wanted 5 in a row, maybe even 6. Let's do 6. I think that's good. 6 should be perfectly fine. So with that, we have 50 people in our little village. We're looking for 60, and we're also looking for a warehouse. So for this, we need 60 laborers. So that's to get water. There we go. Services influence happiness and productivity. For example, the watchtower provides water services to nearby buildings. Yes. I don't think there's too much new to this, so I'm actually going to kill this advisor because I'm fairly aware of how this stuff works. And if we get stuck, I will look it up. But yes, we are definitely gonna build a water tower. For now, it looks like we are having more or less the same build mechanics as we had before. So that is that. We need a market right there. And the market also needs to have an input storage. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, so now we can see, oh my, look at this. We can see these guys actually carrying stuff. Do you have an actual storage as well? Yes. And you have a reach that you can reach as well. This is really cool. And these guys are bringing fish into here as well. And then we'll get the fish when they arrive here. So it's actual goods that they are bringing as well. That is really impressive. That changes a lot. Couriers that carry goods from one storage to another provides more control over goods distribution. Okay. So I could do something like your colony name. Keanomy will be Keanomy Corp. I think that works. That'll be good. And then we got something up here. News of the raid. Oh, wow, they really have flushed out the story here as well. New colony seeks to become Train Utopia. All eyes are on the curious little new colony known as Keanomy Corp. Keanomy Corp is said to be founded by a mysterious benefactor seeking to create a train utopia. If successful, it could prove the claim shared by many train lovers. Trains are the way of the future. Okay, that's too small to read, but I think it's actually saying something reasonable there as well. So if I build a shack, what can you actually do? If I build you here, what do you actually do? Input this guy, output this guy. Will the shack actually do that now? Filter for fish. Ooh, this should work with the keyboard, so you can just push a button. And we want to have, what does the protect mean? 30%? Filter which goods to take protects a percentage of goods from being taken. Okay, so that makes sure that we have some stuff left there all the time. We don't need anything to be kinda covered though. That's fine. And here we have 5 people actually working. It would be lovely to be able to... Oh, you can actually see who is working. So you can see them highlighted in yellow here. Those are the guys actually carrying from here. I like it. I don't think this is how you technically should use it. You probably want to have a storage that is delivering to a warehouse. But then you can use the shacks to deliver from storage to storage, I guess. Would be an option. So if we built another storage, for example, up here. We could actually have... I don't have enough wood for that, so I guess we should get going with some wood instead. Market, and that looks like that is the next task we have for the globals as well. How does it go here? Got the water tower, and we got the market. So everything there seems to be fine, and the market has a really long reach this time around, to be honest. So if we want to surround this with roads, we can also go Oh right, I forgot about that. You can build massive roads now, like super long roads. So if I go over here, I can then go, let me see, sawmill, boom, and then have sawmill just build right here. And let's place a sawmill right here then. This changes a lot in how you can actually build stuff. I didn't expect this, but it's a lot of fun. Okay, so that's that, and then we build a... I guess we have to have a storage for that to work, right? So if I delete a few of these houses, I can build a storage, which will be right here. Right there. Output storage to this. Yeah. And that brings wood. The structure needs a source storage to take goods from. What? Ah, is that for the tools maybe? That's probably it. That's probably it. We don't have any workers here right now. Do we have any workers available? We do. Why are they not going down here? There aren't enough people working, which makes work inefficient. Try bringing in more people. Oh right, I forgot. These have now a reach on how far they can walk, right? No, I don't see that either. I think these will be able to work here. Yeah. So it's just that they can't reach, but we don't have a reach for how far they can actually walk, which is kind of weird. Let's place you here, I guess, and then have a market, I guess, right here. So you two there, and then this storage. Can I place a courier here? That, and you will bring from here to there. Okay, so that works. Kinda. Still do not have enough people. What if we add more people here? That doesn't work either. You are producing, and here we have wood, but we can't get it to go over there. This is something I'm gonna have to play around with a little bit to actually get to understand how this functions. So we have 20 wood here. These guys should be unloading to the warehouse, but they're not. And we don't have anyone working here, but you should filter on wood at least. Okay, you actually have a search function here, so we don't really need to be able to... Maybe if we could have it like automatically go to the search if we start writing when this is open. That would make sense. So that's 40 wood. Still do not have anyone actually going anywhere. Let's get rid of this guy, because we don't need that. I'm really curious when these guys are going to actually deliver to the warehouse, if at all. I thought people were having to work at the warehouse as well. Isn't that the thing? What if I place a worker house right there? I guess we can do that. Okay, this is interesting. I'm not really grasping how this is supposed to work, to be honest. We're up to 80 stuff here now, but there really isn't anyone actually delivering anything from here. So the only ones who moving around here is these guys, and there's no one really working at the warehouse. So what we need is people to work here. That's where we want you guys to work. And now they are. Okay. So in between warehouses, we need someone to actually work. But why does this guy have a output then? Yeah, no, it doesn't actually have output. This is this one that has an input from it. Got it. That makes more sense. That's why it looks like there's two different ones who does that. But no, this is just an input. When I'm hovering over this. So that should give us some wood, if I'm not mistaken, when these deliver. Yeah. Okay, that's really interesting. Can I move you down to here? And then have you go input, output? Too far away. So these are really short range, if I'm not mistaken then. Input, output. You can reach that. So why can you reach some of them but not all? That's something I don't understand. Okay, these guys are not getting any fish, so we could place one of these guys here once we get... Ah, you don't have any workers yet. What is the reach of these shacks? It doesn't say. And what's the length that they want to actually travel to do something? Yeah, I wish you were told, like, labor residents. Laborers need space to live and access to goods in order to encourage new inhabitants, yeah. And then we have a build, but it doesn't really tell you how far they are willing to walk. Because right now we have 10 people that is not rested, but we also have this guy that doesn't have anyone working at it. Is that because these guys are the only ones that can actually work there? That might actually be it. So what you need is like a lot of trains within the city. What if we build a... What if we build a station here? I can't build a... Wait, what? Can't build a station? No. There, input, out, too far away. Why is that? What is your reach? Input, out, too far away. Input, output, that works. Or you still only reach those guys? Okay. So workers have a reach. No, workers do not have a reach. The buildings requiring workers have a reach. That's how it works, right? So this guy can reach everyone here to get workers. You can reach this guy and these three. Ah, that's probably how it works. Now it makes more sense. So it's not the workers themselves that can walk a specific length. It's the production buildings that can pull workers from a specific range. That makes a lot more sense. So what I need then is to have another one of you guys. But the length for these are still limited, right? So if I build one of you here, we can have input from you and we can have output to this one. No, that's too far. Okay, this should show the range then when we are building it. If it's the actual building that's having it. Yeah, that should show the range then when we are placing it. For sure. So if we go with you, say here instead. How far do you reach then? And this range should be visible as well. So I can see how far it's gonna reach. Yeah, that works. And this guy will be bringing fish over there, right? And that will allow these guys to get some fish. Yeah, and then we can place a market right here to distribute fish to all of them. Right? And you will have input from this guy. Wow, the city building in this now is super intricate. I really like this. This just turned into a simple train game, or turned into, from a simple train game, just a massive city builder, which is really complex. Way more complex than I expected. So that means that you guys will be going with fish, and these guys will then in turn be able to go and pick up fish. Wow, this is so cool. I really like this. This just changed the whole game for me. Look at these guys. You can even see them like walking around with all this stuff. Then they go here with the fish. And then everyone should be going to pick up fish, right? I think that's how it works. Or are they just distributing fish? Yeah, no, they do have fish. Some of them at least, not all of them. What makes fish be distributed? Is it just random? All of a sudden the population feels like individual, not just numbers the way they were before. Even if you could see them on the street, they didn't really do anything. Now you actually see them do stuff. Okay, so now we got access to this guy. So now we got fish here, which means we have way more people, which means that we can have this working as well. Oh, this is so cool. So we just reached the population of 300 people, which means we unlocked the coal mine. And now it tells us to actually build a coal mine. So we got a distribution center and probably the train shacks already, maybe? No. But we do get a coal mine at least. It's weird that we don't have a train stations yet. Ah, that's once we build the coal mine. Okay, we're gonna have that right here at least. So I guess if we build coal mines right here, that should be good. And then we need to connect those as well, maybe build some storage. And then we have a train station that we can probably go somewhere like right here, I imagine. I think that's good. And we're gonna do... Okay, nothing new here it looks like. We have a train depot, we already had that before, and then we have the normal rail and chain signals, normal bridges, and the normal rails. So yeah, this seems more or less identical to how it was before. So I'm gonna build a large station just because I like large stations and I cannot lie. There we go, really fancy, I like that. That looks fantastic if you ask me. Maybe I should have even split them up one more, but I like my stations to be fairly stable at least. So small station is done, and we need a station for them to actually join eventually as well. Oh, that's very big though. Okay. Let's build it right there. This is gonna be such a mess. I like it. Sometimes it's more fun to just goof around a bit, and we're kind of gonna use this just to goof around with, so let's goof around. And then have you go one more over there. Yeah, this is not gonna be super efficient. We're probably gonna have to rebuild this fairly soon. I just kind of want to play around with the way you deliver with a train station into the warehouse as well. I think that will be pretty interesting to see how that goes. So if we do that, that's a station there. Can you deliver directly to a... What if I... No, let's not delete you. Let's build another one. We don't have the stone for that. What if I delete you and then build another one right here? And then have you You still consider yourself as delivering to there. That's not true. You deliver to there. And then... yeah. So that was all we had to change, because it was the only one that went to the warehouse. And then can you deliver directly to the warehouse then maybe? Maybe we can do that. Let's see here. We want to have a distribution. No, one of these. That big. That goes, see, this way. Oh, you guys actually still need a storage, or can you output to these? Yeah, we can. Okay. That's good. So input from these as well. Coal mine 1, yes. Very good. And then we need some trains to actually go there. So if we open up this route, what kind of trains do we have in the beginning? Still only the coal trains. So we'll do this, get maybe... I think that'll be fine. Don't have a route for it though. Route 1 is gonna do something like that. Small station to coal mine, yes. Kinda just testing out stuff now. I wanna see how this goes. If we do this... Alright, we can actually build on top of the roads now. Can I then have you? No way, this is gonna be so cool if this is how it works. Can I go here? Swap over there and then... Okay, if this works, this is gonna be insane. This is gonna be insane if this works. So we want like a small one. Maybe we'll just do this to allow them to get on the road here. And then you should be able to deliver them to here then. Okay, I have a plan. I am not sure if this is gonna work, but I really hope it will. So we want one that goes... Let's make a new one from this to this. And then they can walk from here to station 2. I wonder if that's gonna work. This will be really interesting if this actually works. Let's send you out. And let's see how this goes. Okay, let's see how this goes. Will they actually... So we have 5 people here now. Swapping workers, yeah. And now there's 5 people here. So they can't actually walk to this guy. Oh, I don't have a train on that. That's probably why. Let's get another one of these. Let's tell this guy to be on this route instead. Which will be a blue train as well. And you will be swap workers, swap workers. What are your work? You are as swap workers already. Yeah. You have job openings 0. You have 5. Total must go 5. It doesn't look like we're actually picking up any new ones. But there's like 40 here and we have 80 job openings here, yeah. So they just don't want to walk in between these then. Can I use one of these to do that? Can you filter on people? Like workers? No. No, that's not an option. Okay. So if I want to do that, I actually have to like do something like this. Which means that we have to get rid of this. Do that. Get rid of... I guess everything here up until this. Okay, it's very slow, but should now be able to actually bring some workers to this place, and they should be able to swap workers then and go over here, right? That is the whole idea. If this works the way I think it does. And you are just burning fuel as you're going. I think that's to be expected. I guess we can put something like a... until then, that's fine. It's gonna sort itself out. So what happened now? We got 10 workers here, and then we got no one on this train. Okay, that's exactly what we were expecting. Very good. Very good. Then if we want to have coal, we should have another one of these probably. Yeah, it should really show you how far the Courier Shacks can reach. For sure. Bring from here. Input. Too far away. That's the thing, I can't see that. It doesn't tell me at any point that it's too far away. You do now have some workers, and then we're gonna put up another train that goes just like this, but instead of having that, we'll do load and unload. Okay, I think I'm starting to get a hang of this. And then a bunch of wagons. Put you on that one, send you out. Probably have him go full cargo. No. Wall station should be empty cargo, and coal mine should be full cargo. This is gonna require me to learn quite a bit new stuff here, actually. Yeah. A lot of new stuff in this. I just want to see now how this goes. Will you actually be able to deliver this, or is there something else that will be going on here? How are you guys doing? Wait, you didn't get anyone? No, they are working. It's just not in that one. Okay. Okay, it's really hard to identify where you have too many workers. That's one of the issues I'm having right now. I don't understand when I need more workers or not. Because yeah, it says here that we have like 130, but this guy can only pick up like 3 at a time or something. Wait, why are you getting... Why do you have wood? Is it because I didn't set anything up before and I just left this one without a filter maybe? That's probably it, and then it just filled it up with random stuff. I imagine that's the case. So now you should be filling up with coal, which you are. Very good. And then we can continue with these guys to go over here, for example. And for you guys to go down this way and also here. It is so much easier to build coal and stuff now. So if I build this, I can have them all delivered to a warehouse. Why would you want to use distribution center over norm? Oh, because you can't build the town storage here, right? Yeah. So you would build a distribution center that has insane range. Okay. What about you? How big range do you have? Not too long. But yeah, we can build a distribution center. You do reach to that. So this guy will then... Kinda wish he automatically assigned this. If there was something around it. Or that there is a button to do it. Ah, you can actually do it with a shortcut. So if you hold shift, you can right and left click to set the same setup on all of these. And then we tell this guy... Yeah, so he's a storage. And then we'll set up a Courier Shack, I guess, right here. That will go... input this guy, output this guy. And then we need some workers for him as well, which we do reach with this. Why are you complaining about not having work when we don't have enough people over here? That's kind of weird to me. You do have swap workers on. And this guy should be able to reach all of these, but for some reason it just doesn't. And you only brought 4 with you. Seems like it's taking fuel first before it, or taking coal first before it takes fuel, I guess. Which is unfortunate. It means that this guy is not refueling even if we have fuel here. So let's send this guy away. And let's see, you should be pumping coal into here eventually. I don't know if these were a thing before, with the item above it telling what's in the car. I think it was a feature before, it just wasn't turned on by standard. Kinda like it though. Especially the fact that you have to like hover over it to actually see it, so it's not that intrusive to look at. But yeah, I'm confused why this guy is not bringing anything when these guys have no work. Why is that? If you guys doesn't have any work, then go to the station and we should have work. Okay, and it looks like you actually need a shack to deliver to the warehouse as well. What's the throughput for this if you need a shack for every single one of them? That is kind of surprising. So input, output. Isn't that gonna need like a lot of them then? Do we need to load and then unload? Is that what's needed here? The swap workers doesn't seem like it's actually picking up anyone that wanna go here. Okay, so now you guys are going here, but that's not really what I was intending to do. I wanted these guys to be going here. But that's not happening. So now we have market, sawmill and water tower as like workplaces here. But that's not what I want. I want them to... what if I change you over to be load and unload? How would that change the dynamic here? So yeah, I was under the impression that they would be able to go to this station and then swap over to another station. Okay, so now we have 75 people right here that are willing to work. And then we have 45 here, so maybe this works. 160 people. Yeah, now it seems like we are actually moving people. Okay. Then I'm not sure what I was failing on before. This should fill up this platform quite decently, right? 115, and then it brings 120 back again. Are you settlers, or like what are you doing? Why are you not walking on the roads? So that is the small train station. When do we get the small train stop? That's really what I'm interested in. Also worship. Those are just goodie bags. Train stop. So once we get to TT10, that's when we are able to do a little bit more of that kind of stuff. So let's delete these for now. That way we don't get misjudged so much for that. You are filling up on coal as you should. This guy is going here. Why are we not keeping any fuel? That's kind of confusing to me. Let's keep 10%. Okay, so I think we're at the point now where we actually have enough workers almost everywhere. We're running a little bit low every now and then, but we can easily just expand this. But more importantly, we actually are at the point now where we are kinda able to sustain this, it seems like. So let's get you there. Just kinda wanna get this to set up as it should. Input from this guy. Too far away, okay. Let's get input from here, is that possible? No. Yeah, these ranges are kinda hard to predict, I have to say. I guess it tells you from here. No, it doesn't show you this specific one when you place it. Okay. So if I want to have him there, I need to have one of these maybe here. Can you reach further than the other guys? So input this guy. No, you cannot. So we'll do that. We'll take you as input here. Output to him. That's for the market, and you can take literally anything from here. If the market needs it, you can just bring that. Yeah. And that'll give these guys what they need. Okay. Okay, I can see that being good. I'm really curious how this warehouse situation is gonna work out though. If you can't just automatically transport it with small station, how much stuff am I actually gonna have to put down then? I don't even see a warehouse storage building here either. Will be interesting to see how much further we'll make it here. You're reaching all the way around at least. Still use one more lane here, I guess. And something I haven't even thought of here is actually the happiness. But we are still at 180, so doing okay, I guess. Are you gonna unload people that are tired here now? Rich rest. Yeah, I think he unloaded people that are tired. You fill up with 160 people there, that makes sense. And then it goes down here and it picks up some tired people. 44. Unloads the rest, yeah. And then do you unload those here? Yes, and then you pick up fresh guys. Okay, I think we have a setup now that works, and as far as I understand then from the most recent changes when it comes to the personnel, is that you need to deliver people to a workplace completely. So we have to have these guys go with this train down to this station, and then go with this train from this station down to the coal mine to be able to work at the coal mine. But then when they go back, you only have to deliver them to the city itself. So the fact that this is connected means that they just teleport directly up here. Because this guy never brings tired workers back, even if we have tired people. So here we have 75 people on it, for example. Yeah, we have 18 in each wagon. 19 in one of them. And it looks like the way this works is that they will just teleport. Because once this guy delivers now, you'll see that the 72 tired workers that we have right here, they just teleported away. And there's no one here. Okay, well, that was an interesting experience at least. Now we know that. So in the next episode we can start kicking ourselves to get some cut stone onto this as well. It's gonna be an interesting playthrough with the way this map looks like. There's just water everywhere. So we'll see how big we can make that. I kinda wanna try to to stay to one city as much as possible. That would be really interesting, and we can actually expand cities a fair amount. We already have the option to expand this a little bit further. So yeah, let's see what comes from that. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you did, then click that like button. There will be a lot more Sweet Transit coming on the channel in the future. Hopefully we'll learn a little bit and can speed up the progression so we don't have to be stuck on the early game for too long, and can actually experience some of the new stuff. Next episode we should be able to experience the new train stations, so we can swap out this guy. That's a bit of a wonky solution, but it works. So I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye everyone.